Who are you people? Yo, what's up? It's someone that's no one, and welcome back to today's report. Today's report is coming from StarrDust off Eurowood, where he took 800 milligrams of diphenhydramine. And here's the full report details. Alright, here's another classic DPH report. This one was requested, and I'll just say it is a bit wacky, but it's filled with a lot of classical delirium hallucinations and effects. It's a good entry for delirium week, and one I'm sure you'll enjoy. So without further ado, let's dive right into this. I'm going to recount the first time I tried diphenhydramine hydrochloride. Some of it is hard to remember, due to me being very delirious during the trip, but I'll try to explain it. Around February 2019, I was on house arrest for stupid shit, and I don't have my phone at the time, so I was bored beyond comprehension. Of course, being bored all the time would make someone do anything to pass the time, so I decided to take some drugs to pass the time. I checked my medicine cabinet to see what we had, and only found 3 drugs that do hallucinogenic shit. First, we had DXM, or dextromethorphan, which is a dissociative. This would have been more pleasant than DPH. However, it contained acetaminophen, which in high enough doses will fuck up your liver. Second, we had doxylamine, which is a deliriant like DPH. It is stronger, but has the side effect of muscle deterioration at higher doses, so I chose DPH. The DPH was in the form of pink 50 milligram capsules that came in a bottle of 1,000. Bang for your buck, am I right? I knew that a good dose would have been 700 milligrams, but I did not feel like joining the 700 club, but my own 800 club. It was around 6 p.m. when I took my 800 milligram dose. Off on a whim, I thought it would be fun to trip balls dressed like a World War II soldier. This presented a problem later. I donned my equipment and continued preparing for my first 45 minutes. We had a smart TV, so I pulled up YouTube and made a playlist of music. The first effects I noticed were the drying of my mouth and eyes. Not long after that, my body started to feel heavy as fuck. Not sure how much was from the equipment I was carrying or how much was from the DPH. I decided to play some Turbo Folk on YouTube, and my god, did it sound amazing. The time now was about 7:15, and I felt pretty good. I went full retarded mode and started saying random shit off the top of my head that I thought made sense, such as, Obama made good cars. One thing that not a lot of people mention is how much you gotta pee. I probably urinated at least 5 times that night, which was the first inconvenience of my uniform. I had to undo my belt, unbutton my pants, untuck my shirt, and then finally I could urinate. Around 7:45 is when shit got weird. I was watching YouTube and made a remark at the video when its tone changed. One time I got furious at the TV for how it was talking to me. If you've ever seen Saving Private Ryan, then you would know that Tom Hanks' character had a shaky hand. Well, that was me, but my entire body was shaking. Finally, I had some hallucinations. I heard my name being called multiple times throughout the night, and when I responded, I got no answer. I must have hallucinated me taking off my uniform, because when I thought I was done, I still had it on. I got bored of the YouTube videos very quickly, so I tried to find new ones. The problem was, when I would type up a few letters, I would forget what I was typing. On a few occasions, I was able to type a full word. I got sick of the uniform and tried to take it off. But holy shit, I didn't know how the buttons worked, and my belt was like advanced machinery. I quickly gave up and only managed to keep my fly open so I could pee. My next hallucination was my dog with my stepdad's face. At the time, this felt normal. I asked it frequently, "What are we gonna do now?" and not getting a response. I tried to touch it, but my hand went through it and it disappeared. I was shocked, but then got distracted by a styrofoam head that I kept my helmets on. It made a duck face at me, and I said, "Don't give me that look, motherfucker," and yeeted that cunt across the room. Around 10, I looked out the window and seen a kid from school looking at me. He told me he was here to do lawn care, and I said okay. I don't know why I thought that was real, but I did. One hallucination, I see spiders everywhere, but I never saw too many. At this point, I felt like absolute shit, so I sat down and just stared at the wall moving with visual static. I gave up doing anything, but I wanted to turn off the TV, which I was unable to do because when I found the remote, my hand would go through it. It was around 1 and I was starting to come down, and eventually I fell asleep. I woke up around 4 a.m. with a shitty hangover and dry feeling. If you ever took a day nap and woke up feeling groggy, this was like that, times 10. Overall, it was quite the experience. Personally, I would do it again because it was so wacky.